First period, you haven't missed any scoring yet as Demke tries to find Schnapp in front. That was deflected wide. Massive, and I mean massive crowd here tonight in Roar County. Glad you're with us. Robin Erickson for Mike Mercurio. He'll hoist it towards the ceiling. No icing, as it'll stop short of the goal line. Picked up behind the net by Josh LaBelle. And now Zach White moves the other way with it for the Thunderbirds. He's watched along the wall by Zach Ross. And now moved ahead by Klinecki for Andrioli. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Daly, rink wide for Andrioli. He'll feather it into the middle. Broken up by Cade Hanley. And back onto the tape of White. White drops it for Roman Kramer. Kramer spins and shoots. That one misses wide. Hanley unable to hold. And now for Igor Romanow. Been quite the last couple of weeks for Igor. Was here in Blue Ridge, then he went to Indiana. And then Indiana flipped him to to Twin City as part of a 3-team trade with the Biloxi Breakers. Here's Dustin Gesso flying through center. He'll drop it. Backdoor looking for Gallagher was Reller. That's broken up. Klinecki has it now. Shoots it off the side of the cage. Gallagher near the half wall with it. Trying to force his way into the... Thunderbirds win the defensive zone draw. This is flipped out by Josh LaBelle. Shots now 9-8 Bobcats as icing called by the near side linesman there. Here's Butita at center. They'll maneuver on through. Nice stick there by Ross to break it up. And now Ross maneuvers the other way. Zach Ross on his horse. Powers low. Backhanded it. Stopped by Babick. Centering feed from Kozyrev. Picked off by Ford. Now LaBelle. Behind his own net. Watched by Kozyrev. He mans up. And LaBelle waits for his line mates to get on here. Now Schnapp. Here's Schnapp stepped up. On by Radchenko. Throws it on goal. Sticked away by Schrum. Demke in the near corner. Sends it behind the cage. Knocked away by Mercurio and on for Stuckless. Broken up by Keeley. Thrown to center. Pinballing puck is picked up here by Mercurio. Snapped back to Radchenko. He's got to wait for the forwards to change. And he'll move to the safety behind his own cage here. Radchenko. Watched by Keeley. Now on for Andrea. Right there from Radchenko. Daly now. Pad safe. Rebound. Oh my word. Babick with robbery. Klinecki just got absolutely robbed. Here's Klinecki with it again. Drags. Waits. Sends it in front. It's loose. Hack and whack time held on to by Babick. And we get a whistle. .7:14 remaining here in our Aschenbach Ford first period. Still no score. Shots now 11-8 in favor of the homestanding Bobcats. Erickson could not get that away from Cunningham. LaBelle now for Cunningham. And sent on for Zach White. White has his stick lifted nicely at center by Gallagher, and then he's run over by the new man for the Thunderbirds. That's the defenseman Richard Durina, and they score. Cunningham, White, and Kramer link up after Durina knocked his man over at center, and the Thunderbirds have a 1-0 lead. White from Cunningham and Kramer at 13-12 of the first period. As we said, there's Igor Romanow. Sent to Indiana a couple of weeks ago. Indiana flipped him to Twin City as part of a 3-team trade with the Biloxi Breakers that sent Connor Mullins and Don Carter Jr. to the Gulf Coast. This is Kozirip down the far wing, slams on the brakes, protects the puck. Klenecki from the point, a one-timer sent aside by Babic. Mercurio now wraps behind the cage. Protects it along the wall, into the middle. Redchenko, had his stick lifted from behind before he could get the shot away. Dennis down low working on Igor. And Butsita now moves it ahead for Romanow. Romanow waits. Fakes the pass for Ford. Romanow jets behind the net and sends it off to Stanchion. Picked up here by Klenecki, or I should say Daly. He'll wait for Klenecki. Down low looking for him. LaBelle got to stick to that. PJ Demetrio now. Stepped up on by Demke. And now Schnapp. Demetrio a little hunched over there, heading off to the bench, wincing as he took a good hit to the shoulder. Rink-wide pass by Schnapp, couldn't find anybody. Comes to Demke indirectly. He'll throw it to the point now. D to D it goes. LaBelle shoots. Deflected wide by Keeley. Daly's to it along the far side half wall. He'll get to center. Daly backhands it into the zone. LaBelle now behind the net. Around for Schnapp. Chased at. Good hit on Schnapp by Daly. And then Keeley blows a tire. Erickson's got to fumble back for it. Flavak. With under 5 to go here in the first. It's tapped into the zone by Andy. He's got it. He'll wait for reinforcements. Pinned up by former Venom teammate Connor Craig. Martin. He'll change direction. The crossbar. Big hit by Daly there on Demke as it's flicked ahead and out of the zone. Reller smacks it back in and chases after it. Watch out, LaBelle. He's able to maneuver it away from Reller. Craig now. Connor Craig snaps it into the zone. Schrum handles behind his own cage and rims it around for Hlavak. Now on for Gesso. Right around Cunningham. 3-on-2 the other way. Gesso shoots. Babic made the stop. Rebound. Gallagher stopped as well. Boy, Babic has stood on his head in this first period. 20 shots on goal in the first period for the Bobcats. And Babic has stopped every one. Tapped ahead, Gesso. Gallagher, Gesso, waiting. Waited too long. Got it back. Ross powers down low. Sweeps it into the middle. Cunningham, watched by Gesso. Nearly picked off by Martin. It is picked off at center now by Ross and hoisted back in. 30 seconds left in the first. Hanley. Now White. Picked off by Klenecki. Klenecki walks in, shoots. Babic got a piece of it with the glove. Hlavak holds. Klenecki. Kozirip dangles into the middle. Shot blocked. It trickles on goal and is melted down by Babic. with 9.7 left in the on the Bobcats, I believe, was the call there from Ron Johnson. So we'll have a neutral zone draw here with 0.8 of a second left in the first. Mercurio's going to take it, and that'll do it for period number 1. We're at intermission. It is Youth Hockey Night presented by Somic America. So we're going to keep it here and let you take a look at the Blue Ridge Pounce and Blue Ridge Roar going at it at the first intermission. Connectivity issues stabilized game, and we'll be back in a little bit. 1-0 Thunderbirds after 1.
How's it going for you? It's been interesting to say the least for Brett. So the football stream's going fine. Brett, on the other hand, I like Bobcats. Makes no sense at all. Harry was wondering if somebody would sabotage the. It's so hard to get underneath the mess with any of that stuff. So I did get the right number. I changed my phone number about half a year ago, and I still haven't memorized my number. So. I hate it.
One is my father-in-law pays my other phone is a 5-year contract. But service is really working well. Because we lived in Raleigh for 2 years, and it really worked. Single
Join me in wishing a very happy birthday to Caroline Perkins, turning 24 years old tonight. If you've got a birthday you'd like to announce, let us know, remember before the game. Also, sharing in the birthday love tonight, happy 8th birthday to Ripley Lynn. And a very happy birthday last month during the break while we were gone to Chris and Jessica Collier.
Well, that's the way it is.
When Gary was here, before he got married, did you have any say on what went on here?
I don't know where I'm not up here.
I know he technically fought Maryland in a sense. I don't know if he was just winning an army at the time.
I don't know.
Because like the whole rodeo portion's gone. And it's mocking concerts.
Well, we're gonna grab those Chuck-a-Bucks before the second intermission while you're out there. Grab those 50-50 raffle tickets and grab yourself a ticket for tonight's Off the Bat Jersey raffle. Up for grabs the number 7 David Clanky gray jersey. You can stop by one of the raffle tables located behind 6 as well, and 109 or see us now, member in the stands. We'll draw the winner of that jersey during the third period.
Sitting back and letting it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you drive a gray Kia Sorento with Tennessee license plate 196 BKGG. Once again, Tennessee license plate 196 BKGG, a gray Kia Sorento. I need you to move, please. You are not illegally.
This car has stayed here for a while. Everyone over there is. Oh shit! Can I get? I just. Yeah. I got my drink over.
Oh,
And I want to get him cleaned up.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. All right, folks, we've got the internet connectivity issues corrected and should be smooth sailing here for the rest of tonight and into tomorrow night, we hope. Huge, and I mean huge crowd on hand here tonight. Buy one, get one free tickets was the dealio for this contest here this evening. And a lot of folks have taken advantage. I want to thank Megan from WVVA in Bluefield for coming out to shoot the game tonight. Brett Wiseman here. Kelsey Martians, our camera operator tonight. Allison Eads is our technical director. Both coaching staffs coming back onto the ice along with Ron Johnson's led officiating crew. It's 1-0 Thunderbirds after one period of play, despite a multitude of shots on goal for the Bobcats to the tune of 19-9 in the first period. But Zach White from Roman Kramer and Richard Dorina, who knocked down a Bobcat at center ice, took the puck away and moved it ahead to Kramer. And then Zach White finished off a 2-on-1. These teams are about as evenly matched as you could get. In case you missed the weekend preview on social media, goals for and against coming into this one tonight, 20 apiece either side. It'll be the Gesso Martin Gallagher line to start the second period in front of Anthony Schrum, who stopped 8 of 9 in the first. Martin takes and wins the draw back to Gesso. And the With Home Services second period off and running. Gesso sends it on now to Kramer. Now White near side. Down the wing he goes, trying to center for Kramer. He'll go skate to stick. Rim it around the wall for Cunningham. Rink wide, LaBelle dusts it off, fakes it, takes it, tipped on goal, and gloved by Schrum. That tip from a wide angle by White. Somehow Schrum able to see that and get a piece of it. Glove it down just 22 seconds into our With Home Services second period. Mercurio to take the draw. Now we get a whistle. False draw on it, maybe? We'll re-rack it. LaBelle walks into the slot with it, waits, backhander, patted away, and the rebound nearly covered by Schrum. Mercurio was there to tie a man up. Cunningham one-times it from the point wide, and it comes to Craig near side. He'll rim it low. White trying to center off the stick of Lavak. It pinballs into the slot, and corralled by Kozirev. On for Mercurio. Too far for Stuckless. LaBelle, D-to-D for Craig. Forwards will change for Blue Ridge. Erickson stepped up to break that play up. Now Kozyrev sweeps it away, and the Thunderbirds will change forwards now. Erickson will try and catch him in it. Erickson dances around Craig, had his stick lifted from behind in an illegal fashion, and that'll be a penalty on the Thunderbirds. It's going to be a hooking call, and it'll go on Connor Craig. And with a minute 14 gone by in this with home services second period, the Bobcats go to the Hitachi Energy power play for the first time tonight. First power play of the evening, either side.
That's number 5 from the Thunderbirds, Connor Gray, supervisor for hooking. That'll bring out your Hitachi Energy power play.
Bobcats power play operating at 25%. Here's Gesso. Drag, shoots. Babick able to squeeze it. Gallagher screening in front. Seven seconds off the clock. On the man advantage. Shots now 21-11 in favor of the Bobcats. Gesso near point. Out there with Lavak, Gallagher, Daly, and Reller on this power play unit. Here is Gesso. Lavak dusted off. One-timer, Reller patted away, and the rebound sniped out of danger. Lavak back to it. Now Daly gets a pick from Gesso at the line. Dangles his way into the zone. Shoots, Babick save. Rebound was there, but Gallagher couldn't get to it in time. Hanley chopped at, gave it away. Loose side of the cage. Daly stopped by Babick, and he's seen enough. Sorry. 18:02 left here in the second. Minute 16 now, 15 still to go on this Hitachi Energy power play. Cleared out by White. Other power play unit is out there. This is unit 1. Second unit started. This is Klenecki, Martin, Kozyrev, Mercurio, and Stuckless. Here's the captain. Through center, shot it off the stick of a Thunderbird, and it goes into the netting out of play as Martin lost his twig. Ron Johnson will hand it off to the linesman. Well, he didn't just lose his twig, it broke in half. That would explain it. Minute gone, a minute to go here on this Hitachi Energy power play. Martin wins the draw. Klenecki, left point. Down the wall, Mercurio. Back to Klenecki. Walks the line, drags, shoots, blocked in front. Keeley backhands it out of danger. Foot race now, Klenecki and White. Klenecki in between the hash marks, but in front of his own cage. Will stop up and reset. Now on for Martin. Martin sweeps it back for Mercurio. Now Kozyrev dangles around Schnapp. He's in, sashaying, waiting. Klenecki dusts it off. Back down low for Kozyrev. 20 seconds. Martin outside the dot. Klenecki at the point. Mercurio waiting. Sends it low. Score! Kozyrev! On the one-touch tap in. 3 minutes into period 2. This game is tied. Great setup there. Great puck movement as well. Got everybody's heads moving. That's Kozyrev's 7th of the season. It's a power play goal, and this game is knotted at 1. Demetrio now down the wing. That's stopped up. Gallagher into the middle. Demetrio's got it back to the point. Radchenko shoots, blocked in front. It's loose. Gesso left it. Demetrio now shoots it wide. Gallagher snipes it low. Gesso got it away. Watched by LaBelle. Now here's Radchenko. Back for Jesso. Rodchenko below the goal line center. Jesso couldn't get it. Gallagher can. Oh, that might have glanced off the right post. Banked ahead for Mania. Too far. This will be icing. So a tired group of Thunderbirds has got to stay out there now with 16:14 remaining in our with home services second period. Shots are 26-11 Bobcats. Levac dusts it off, shoots, make that 27 as it's gloved by Babic as Erickson and Mania battling here with a couple of cross checks both sides. Looking at the tail of the tape between those two, that might be a business decision from 25 and White, who stands 5'8", 161 pounds. Robin Erickson, 6'3", 225. You don't have to be a math major to figure out who has the advantage on that one. Reller battles ahead off the draw, shot it, and Babic made the stop. Andrioli now banks it to the point. Levac shoots, blocked in front. Hanley, far side, couldn't get it out. Erickson holds for the moment. Loose along the wall, and now the Thunderbirds are able to get it out of the zone. Andrioli battling with Kramer. Erickson dropped it back. That's off the leg of Cunningham at center, so no icing. Dorina on for Cunningham. Back for Dorina. And his pocket picked by Daly. Behind the cage it goes. Daly hits the deck. Trying to battle to keep it alive and does. Reller back for Daly. Trying to go into the middle for Reller. It's broken up and moved back ahead here. Kramer will dump it in. Around the wall it goes. White for Cunningham. Now Kramer centers. White one-timed it high. Stuckless now sends it behind the cage. Rodchenko will leave it for Klinecki and start the engine here with 5 minutes off the clock in our with home services second period. Rodchenko maneuvers his way through. Drop for Stuckless. Shoots, gloved by Babic. No further play. That'll take us to immediate timeout. 14:52 to go in the second. Kozerev's power play marker has us tied at 1. We're back after this.
I am Hitachi.
Located in Bland, Virginia, we are committed to our employees and take pride that we are the employer of choice in the region. Hitachi Energy is a global leader in the design and manufacturing of clean, oil-free transformers. We adjust and stabilize the voltage of electricity flowing through the nation's power grid. Hitachi Energy is celebrating 50 years of serving Southern Virginia. Go to hitachienergy.com.
I am Hitachi.
Hitachi.
$14:52 to go in the second. 1-1 is our score. Brent Wiseman alongside you. Rodchenko one-times it on goal. Babic able to squeeze it. That's the 30th shot on goal already for the Bobcats. There were 14:48 to go in our with home services second period. LaBelle off the face-off win of the defensive zone, hounded by Kozyrev. Up the wing, Schnapp able to clear it. Will it go far enough for icing? No. Waved off by the near side linesman. Rodchenko pinned up by Keeley, able to keep his footing and send it up the kick plate. Stuckless sweeps it back behind the cage. Redchenko over for Klinecki. He'll snap it on for Stuckless. Got enough of a piece of it to get it out to center. LaBelle now D-to-D Craig. Craig for Schnapp. That's off him. Off a skate. Look out! All the way into section 108, 109. Almost went down the tunnel. It's off the skate of a Bobcat defender after it went off the shaft of the stick of Schnapp. And pop flied its way about 15 rows up. Thunderbirds win the draw. Butita's shot is blocked partially. He's got it back and he scores. Erickson had it. He fumbled it. Butita picks it up and puts it in through the 5-hole of Schrum. And it is now 2-1 Thunderbirds. They've got 2 on just 13 shots. Should be an unassisted goal for Butita. Martin taps it into the zone. Igor Romanov around the wall for Mania. They'll snipe it over. Picked off by Martin. Drag, shoots, blocked off the pad of Babic. Now Jesso. It knocked away here by Romanov. He slams on the brakes. Hounded by Jesso. Able to maneuver it ahead to center. Tapped it in the zone by Butita. Ross behind his own cage here. Watched by Ford. Battles through it and banks it to center. Took a big hit to do it. Ford now 1-on-3. Shoots. It's waffle boarded away by Schrum. Ross headmans it. Gallagher waiting. Drops it now for Klinecki. He'll hit the red line and hoist it into the cross side. LaBelle behind his own net. Snaps it over for Connor Craig. Craig on for Andrioli. Picked off at center. Andrioli centers it. Daly waits. Drags. Shoots off the stick of LaBelle. Over the netting and out of play. With 7 minutes gone by here in our With Home Services second period. Reller wins the draw. Hlavac one times it. Oh, just wide. Babin might have gotten a piece of that with the blocker. Daly around on the far side. Hlavac holds. Daly down the wall. Trying to leave it for Reller. Broken up by White. And now backhanded out. Everyone touches back up. Hlavac's dump in was blocked by Cunningham. And now smacked back out to center and into the defensive zone with it is Andrioli. And now Hlavac will tap this in. Craig behind his own net. Away from Reller for LaBelle. One touch ahead to Kramer. Kramer. Now for Craig. He'll gain entry. Picked off by Kozyrev. Look out. Here he comes. Kozyrev tried to hop around LaBelle, but could not. Got around Kramer, but couldn't get around LaBelle. LaBelle. That's blocked by Stuckless. LaBelle's got it back. He'll backhand it on looking for White. He was getting off for a change, so couldn't touch it. Erickson now for Kozyrev. Trying to sweep it in the middle. Picked off by Schnapp. Schnapp hops around Erickson. Shoots it off the stick of Schrum. And it goes into the netting out of play. That's the right play by Erickson to try and step up, but a good move by Schnapp. Schnapp's a guy that has a lot of skill. It's just a matter of when or not he decides to show it. That time he did. Here's Hanley. He'll dust it off. Watched by Kozyrev. He'll snipe it down low and around. Keeley tied up by Mercurio. Keeley powers towards the net. That one sticked away. Here's Ross. Ross Trying to chip it down low. Got it back. Sends it towards the net. Blocked. And Babic able to corral the deflection. Eleven and a half to go here in this with home services second period. Shots are 31-15 Bobcats. It has not been for lack of effort offensively that this is a 2-1 game. LaBelle gave it away. Gallagher, Martin, pivots. Gesso. Oh, big reverse hit on Dorina. Held in by Levac. He'll bank it low. Gallagher's got it. Gallagher trying to center. Martin, Gesso. Gallagher drags, waits, still with it. Behind the net, Gesso. In for Martin. Redchenko instead. High. LaBelle behind his own net. Ahead for Butsita. Stepped up on by Redchenko. He'll shoot it. Sticked away by Babic. Dorina. Now LaBelle for Butsita. Butsita watched by Redchenko. Behind the net he goes. Had his pocket picked as Mania and Andrioli were tied up in front of the cage. Now Martin, 1-on-2, over for Redchenko. He'll get it into the zone, protect it, rink wide Daly. Daly shoots it, missed high, looking for a tip there from Andrioli. Reller's got it. Reller shut down by Babic. 34th shot on goal for the Bobcats. And Babic stopped 33 of them. Now Klenecki. D-to-D Erickson shoots off a body and nearly trickled in behind Babic, who was screened by Reller. White backhands it ahead. Soccered away at the line by Erickson. Picked up Cunningham. Now for White. He couldn't get the shot away. Now Hanley with space. Lets it go. Gloved by Schraub. Right into the webbing and right to immediate timeout. 9:52 left in period two. 2-1 Thunderbirds. We're back after this.
What do you see? I see a delicious looking bottle of beer dripping with beauty from head to toe. She's just missing a lime. Not your ordinary lime, a lime that's pre-packaged, non-exposed to the germs most commonly found in your local exotic bars. How about we take it a step further? This pre-packaged vegan gummy is infused with real juice, electrolytes, vitamins, and is cheaper than your store-bought limes, but tastes better. A beauty she is. Fruit droppers. Keep your fingers off my fruit. Available in all fruit flavors.
All-new Blue Line Bar and Spirits, located at concession number 4 inside the Hitachi Energy Arena. Check out our brand new lineup featuring ice-cold draft beer. This month's taps include Natural Light and Seven Sisters IPA. We're also serving up a fresh selection of RTD alcoholic drinks, including screwdrivers, margaritas, Jack and Cola, Crown.
Back here inside Hitachi Energy Arena. Brett Wiseman alongside you. Kelsey Marchant, our camera operator tonight. And Allison Eads is our technical director. Shots are 35-17 in favor of the Bobcats, but they trail 2-1. They'll clear it out off the D-zone draw here. Romanow's after it. Out of the way from Daly. Now Hanley for White. White hoists it into the zone. Klenecki there. Rims it around. Held in by Hanley. They'll send it back up the wall. Kramer into the slot. He goes. He'll shoot. That missed high. Off the back glass at Kareem's. Daly boarded him up. And now Erickson will rim it up the wall. Andrioli trying to force it out. Can't. White rims it for Kramer. He lost the handle. Daly chopped at it. Now moves it on. Nicely gloved out of midair by Reller. Now here's Klinecki. Andrioli. Score! Tick, tack, toe, tie, game 2-2. You can't draw it up any better than that. Holy cow. Thank you. Klinecki and Reller pick up the assists. Carolina might want to, or excuse me, Twin City might want to challenge for offside here. And that is the case. It was close at the line. Klinecki held it in according to the linesman. That puck was on the edge of the blue line, but we'll see. At this point in the game, it's worth a shot, I think, if you're Steve Harrison. Steele Scott having a look on the iPad with the linesman. Trying to get that timestamp pulled up. Here we go. Now there is a camera right above the blue line there. One on either side of the ice on top of the blue line. If it stands, that would be Andrioli's 7th of the campaign and the 36th shot. Mike Mercurio is going to skate over now. Speaking to Ron Johnson, number 13. Kenny Moniz, number 55, is our other official tonight. Or I should say referee. Linesmen have a look. Here's the verdict. Given to Ron Johnson and Kenny Moniz. I believe Ron Johnson just said good goal. Yes, he did. Count it. So now the Thunderbirds, as a result of losing that challenge, will have to serve a 2-minute delay of game bench minor, and Corey Cunningham is voluntold for that duty. So now a Hitachi Energy power play off the heels of that. Here is Klinecki on for Martin. He'll dance over, down around LaBelle. Here's the captain. Oh, left it for Stuckless. He couldn't get there. Kozyrev down the wing outside the dot. Spanks it to the point, Klinecki. Right side, Mercurio. Now Kozyrev. He'll walk the line out top. Dust it off, drop it, Klinecki. Sends it towards the net, it's loose! And held on to by Babbitt. With Stuckless creating some chaos in front of the cage. Remember, this game started 30 minutes later than originally planned as the Thunderbirds had some travel issues. But they were able to get here safely, and that's ripped down by White. 45 seconds gone in this Hitachi Energy power play. Here's Slovak. He'll drop it for Jesso. Nicely one-touched over to Reller. Reller shoots. Oh, missed just wide. Room stick side, though. That surprised Babic. Was not expecting a shot from that distance. Jesso. Slovak. Back to Jesso. Slap pass off the backboards. That was intended for Reller. And I'll tell you what, if that worked, that's a 10,000 IQ play right there. It almost did. Now here's Slovak, hounded by Schnapp, poked by Schrum, and a penalty upcoming, a slash on Slovak. So that'll move us to 4-on-4 for 40 seconds. Kenny Monis makes the call. So we're 4-on-4 for 40 seconds. Then that means a minute 20 of R&R Septic penalty kill, R&R Septic and Plumbing penalty kill time. Boy, I'm really going to be excited to see the final attendance number tonight because this place is packed and it is buzzing. Keeley knocked away by Redchenko. Craig holds. Rims it low. Cunningham standing in the box. 25 seconds left on his sentence. Here's Ford. Drag, shoots. Waffle boarded away by Schramm. Now Kozirev with it. He'll maneuver it on for Mercurio. 2-on-1 if they hurry, but Craig broke it up. Klinecki got it back. Mercurio chasing after it. Craig. D to D LaBelle. Back for Craig. He'll headman it. Too far for Keeley. Redchenko lost it. Thunderbirds back at full strength. They'll go to the man advantage for the next minute 15 now. Bobcats to the R&R Septic and Plumbing penalty kill. Cunningham fresh from the box. Along the wing. Maneuvers into the slot, into the dot, towards the slot, off the skate of Redchenko. Now to LaBelle, who fanned on it, and Martin smacks it away. Here's Babic, over for Cunningham. Babic's well out of his cage. Martin trying to lure him in there. And now it's hoisted on to Kramer. Kramer was looking to go rink wide there. Erickson shut that down. Kramer now to the dot. Butita, point, Hanley, rink wide, right White, back to the left Butita. Back for Kramer, he scores. There's a tic-tac-toe, 3-2. Schrum did everything he could to try and get back over to that, but could not, and Slovak's penalty proves costly, and the Thunderbirds back ahead 3-2. 3 goals on 19 shots. But I can almost definitively say that none of the 3 have been entirely on Anthony Schrum, that's for sure. An odd man rush, a turnover in front of his own net, and then just nearly indefensible passing on the power play. Here's Klinecki. On for Stuckless. Now Kozirev. Jets up the wing. Trying to drop it back for Stuckless. That was broken up by Hanley. Stuckless dug it away for the moment. Hanley on to Mania. Stick lifted by Mercurio. Mania back with it. Down the wing he goes. Mania to the near side. Lost the handle. Jamming away for it in the near corner. Pitchforked out of the scrum by Klinecki. And he'll set up behind his own cage. Here's Klinecki. He'll drag. He'll wait. He'll try and send it on. Stuckless was tied up. Romanow has it picked off. Kozirev, what a play to touch back up on side right there. Mercurio dropped it looking for Ross. Instead, it's picked off by Keeley. Stepped up on by Daly. He'll try and ship it around him. Ross rims it. Erickson. Away from Schnapp to center. Banked back ahead. Erickson's got it in the defensive zone. Andrioli. Chopped it on. LaBelle intercepts. Now for Harwell. Back to LaBelle. 5 minutes to go in the middle frame. Harwell sends it on. Demke. One touches it in. Erickson Run over by Keeley. Picked off, though, by Reller. Now Daly on for Andrioli. Andrioli 1-on-2 here. Andrioli waits. Reller tried to one-touch it back, couldn't do it. Rodchenko now over for Andrioli. Pass too hot to handle. White run over by Daly. Now Andrioli's tied up from behind. White sit down. Nothing coming. Here's Reller. Powers away with it. Reller still got it. Reller still with it. Shot it off a sharp angle. And Babic able to squeeze the post. So now we go to immediate timeout. 4:16 left in the second. 3-2 Thunderbirds back after this.
In business and servicing Southwest Virginia for over 2 decades, R&R Septic and Plumbing offers septic system cleaning and installation, grease traps, plumbing services, water and sewer services, grading, land clearing, site prep, heavy equipment excavating and demolition, as well as rentals of portable toilets and restroom trailers. R&R is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Bobcats penalty kill this season, powering Blue Ridge with their own drive and commitment to success whenever the team is shorthanded all year long. Stop by their facility located at 3572 Peppers Ferry Road, Eversole. Well and Pump offers an array of services to fit your needs, including existing well pump services, well pump installation, UV filtration systems, water softener systems, sediment and other filtration systems, water testing, plumbing excavation, new plumbing installation and repair, water heater replacement, system flushing, and much, much more. Eversole brings back its cutting-edge technology for a second year as the official ice filtration system of Hitachi Energy Arena. Alan Eversole and his team can bring this same professional level clarity and quality to the water of your home.
Back here inside Hitachi Energy Arena, Brett Wiseman alongside you. 4:16 left in our With Home Services second period. (3-2) Thunderbirds. Hanley around the wall. Bootsita's able to get it out. Mania now. Beaten to it by Schrum after he'd gotten around Lavak. Lavak now hoisted onto center. Romanow moves behind his own net. And we'll wait to begin the breakout. Now Ford. They'll send it over for Hanley. Hanley snaps it into the zone. Lavak there behind the net, up the wall. Butita fumbled it. Now Gallagher on for Martin, 2-on-2 with Jesso. Martin drops it. Jesso drags, shoots, just wide of the stick side of Babic. Martin around down low. Jesso to the point. Rodchenko drags, shoots. Babic somehow got a piece of that and holds on to it. Jesso looks skyward as he and Gallagher both attempting to screen Babic right there. 41 shots for the Bobcats in this one, with still 3:24 left. In the second, Stuckless. Klinecki back to Stuckless, shoots. That's blocked, still in play. Mercurio bumped off it. Now Kramer trying to bank it on. Step up there by Erickson, broke it up. Mercurio for Stuckless. He'll maneuver in across the line, trying to drop it for Kozirev. They'll battle for it in the slot, banked ahead. Erickson pinned up White. Foot race. Klinecki broke that up. Kramer got it away from him, but hit the deck. Stuckless. Good composure. On for Kozirev. He'll wait. Mercurio missed it. Kozirev's got it back. He'll send it low. Stuckless trying to get to it, could not. Now White. High flip, and I mean high. Out to center, glove down by Ross. It was watched by Cunningham. Ross will now move behind his own net with it with 2:25 left in period two. And he'll set things up with both teams making changes. Ross behind his own net still. He's watched by a forechecking Demke. And he'll leave it for Klenecki. Klenecki on for Reller, trying to one-touch it back to Daly, broken up by Keeley. Ross steps up on Demke, back ahead. Daly forces it on. Reller 1-on-2. Here's Reller. He'll pivot. No look drop for Redchenko. Here's Dennis. Dangling his way down low, around to the near side he goes. Leaves it for Ross. Ross rims it. Reller behind the net, sends it in front, nobody home. Schnapp now will send it on for Demke, stepped up on by Redchenko. Here's Daly, dropped it for Reller, poked to center. Redchenko with it, watched by Demke. Dennis will draw him in and now send it over for Erickson. $1:20 to go in the second. Gallagher jets up the wing, powers down low, tried to send it through the 5-hole of Babbitt, no dice. Minute 10 left in the middle frame. Gallagher holds it, no. That came out, offside. 68 seconds left here in our With Home Services second period. It's 3-2 Thunderbirds. Shots 43-19. Here's Gallagher. Along the wing, leaves it into the middle. Chesso pivots, backhands it around, blocked by Ford. Ford behind the net for LaBelle. Gallagher pinned him up. Here's Martin with a chance. He couldn't get the puck to settle down. Chesso 1-on-2 along the wall. White dug it out of there. And now on for Butita. Butita snaps it into the zone. Shrum's out to play it. Shrum left it, picked off by Butita. Into the middle. Here's Ford. Waits. Waiting. What a poke by Gallagher to break up the shot attempt. 25 seconds left now. Martin hoisted ahead. Hlavak. He's going to have to do it himself. Here's Phillip. He'll chip it in below the goal line. Babbitt's out behind the net. Klenecki able to hold. Fakes. Takes. Blocked in front by Gesso. Away from LaBelle with 3, with 2, with 1. Save made by Babbitt, but there is a penalty. There is a penalty. The shot by Hlavak was blocked, but the arm up from Moniz was a penalty called on Twin City. Now Schnapp and Gesso having words on their way off. So we'll get the... We'll wait to hear the penalty.
Thunderbirds number 9, Josh LaBelle, who will serve a 2-minute order for a high stick at the beginning of the third period.
2 minutes for high sticking on LaBelle. That will be served at the beginning of period number 3. So a Hitachi Energy power play will begin the Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC third period. Was 1-0 Carolina after, I should say Twin City after 1. Oh, that's only the second time tonight I've done that. Bear with me. It's going to happen the whole season. I'm getting better, I promise. Anyways, back to our originally scheduled conversation. Kozyrev tied things up on a beautiful setup on the power play from Mercurio. That tied it at 1. A turnover by Robin Erickson in front of Anthony Shrum was put home through Shrum's pads by John Butita. Butita, his goal, just his 5th of the season. That made it a 2-1 game. Then Klenecki held the line by inches. Then beautiful passing found Andrioli, who found the back of the net. Sniping it over the far shoulder of Babbitt. Tied the game at 2. The Thunderbirds challenged for offside, saying that Klenecki did not hold that puck in. Officials had a look. The linesman had a look. Relayed the information to Ron Johnson and Kenny Monis. They concurred with their assessment. The call stood. And that tied things at 2. Then, just nearly indefensible passing on the Thunderbirds power play. Had a tic-tac-toe of their own and made it 3-2 with a man-to-manage marker of their own. So both teams with a power play goal each in that second period. And the Bobcats will have their second Hitachi Energy power play, or I should say their third Hitachi Energy power play when we begin the Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC third period. 3-2 after 2. We'll hear from our great sponsors here on the Blue Ridge Hockey Network and come back in about 16 minutes with our Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC third period. Stick around.
We make it easy at Aschenbach Ford and Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC right here in Wytheville. New Ford, Chevrolet, or GMC? Easy. Prime pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs? Easy. Flatbeds, cabs, and chassis, work vans? Easy. Your hometown dealers make it easy to get rolling in just the right vehicle for you. If we don't have it, we'll get it. We love our community, and it's our job to make automotive easy for you. Aschenbach Ford and Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC.
So we've all heard the jingle, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, right? Well, here at Tommy Hunley's office, they literally are your neighbors. They're right here in town. They're on 6th Street in Wytheville, right downtown, right across from the municipal offices. Seriously, they are your neighbors. So let's go inside and find out. Auto, home, life, whatever you need insurance-wise, they got you covered. And look at that. They're clad in Bobcat blue and gold. Where else would you want to go for your insurance needs other than a place that's literally littered with Bobcats fans? That's the best thing. And you know what's even better than that? This is Tommy Hunley and his dog. Dogs and cats can get along. That is a thing. Tommy, tell us a little bit about what you guys do here at Tommy Hunley.
We have got a little bit of everything: auto, fire, life, and business insurance. We just love for you to give us a call, and it's 276-228-3149. Go Bobcats.
Go Bobcats. Let's go Bobcats! Standing high atop the crest of the Blue Ridge Mountains, Big Walker Lookout offers some of the most scenic views of the Blue Ridge Mountains anywhere in Southwest Virginia. Located at 8711 Stony Fork Road in Wytheville, Big Walker Lookout has become one of the area's most iconic landmarks for its wealth of scenic beauty. Virginia's oldest privately owned scenic attraction has been owned by the same family for over 75 years. Big Walker Lookout and Big Walker Country Store pride themselves on being family-owned and operated and feature more than 25 local artisans, crafters, and musicians that demonstrate their talents each weekend from May through October. There's always something to do any time of year at Big Walker Lookout and BW Country Store, 8711 Stony Fork Road in Wytheville. Come see why Big Walker Lookout has become an area icon.
At Somic America, you're not a number. You're part of the family.
People are everything, really the core of our business. The mutual trust and respect that we have with our employees is absolutely paramount to how we run this business.
The automotive industry is a fast-paced environment. There's a lot of opportunity for growth.
We continue to invest in technology and people to be able to support the technology we're investing in.
Whether it's from benefits to time off to supporting community activities, Somic America has always been there for us.
We're not just making car parts. We're investing in our people in the communities that we serve.
If you have drive in this company, you can always find opportunity.
It's a very good opportunity.
I would highly recommend Somic America as a career path.
At Camret Logistics, Services are tailored to fit the unique warehousing and logistics needs of businesses of all shapes and sizes throughout Southwest Virginia. From secure food-grade storage to full-spectrum 3PL solutions, they deliver flexible, scalable options designed to enhance operational efficiency and reduce costs. With a forward-thinking approach and proven expertise, CamRed is equipped to meet the demands of today and anticipate the needs of tomorrow. Stop by their main office and warehouse located at 2460 North 4th Street in Wytheville. Give them a call at 276-625-8100 or visit them online at camret.com. CamRet Logistics, solutions for manufacturing that go just beyond warehousing, where logistics never stands still.
Ready for a fresh new style that makes an impression? At Turning Heads Salon in Wytheville, our expert stylists deliver bold color, flawless cuts, and personalized looks that make you feel your best every time, because at Turning Heads Salon, we turn your head while you turn theirs. Book your appointment today. Call 276-2097-0588 or visit us at 665 East Main Street, Wytheville, Virginia. Turning Heads Salon, where confidence begins and style never stops.
This is Bob. Bob thinks he's going fishing, but not today. He has work to do. But Bob didn't plan ahead, and he's skipping an important first step. Bob should have contacted Virginia 811 first. By having his underground utilities marked, he would have known there was a telecommunication line right where he was digging. Sorry, Bob. You now have a bigger problem to deal with. Don't rush the job. Plan ahead with Virginia 811. Learn more at va811.com.
The Bill Cole Auto Mall is your go-to destination for incredible deals on new and certified pre-owned vehicles.
With every purchase, you get the Bill Cole Advantage absolutely free, which includes a lifetime powertrain warranty, plus get our free premium ceramic coating process with 3-year paint and interior protection.
The no-cost Cole Connect app offers a $10,000 theft recovery guarantee, vehicle health reports, recall notifications, and service reminders. Visit us today to unlock the Bill Cole Advantage or go to BillColeAutomall.com.
Imagine a place where small moments can lead to a life-changing impact. Where each interaction builds trust and sight. Where expertise leads to clarity. Where a small act of kindness can make all the difference. Vistar Eye Center. Putting you in focus.
Conveniently located where I-81 meets I-77, the Super 8 Fort Chiswell offers you easy access to southwestern Virginia's best natural attractions. Travel along the Blue Ridge Parkway and visit New River Trail State Park for great trails, horseback riding, and boating. Fish at Clater Lake, explore Jefferson National Forest, and play around at Draper Valley Golf Course. Our complimentary 8-item Super Start breakfast is a great way to begin each day, and you'll have access to free Wi-Fi for staying in touch with home and work. And you can always get fresh brewed coffee in the lobby. Get a great night's sleep in one of our comfy beds. There's high-speed internet access in your room at no charge, along with HBO movies on TV. You'll have a coffee and tea maker, and refrigerators are available. When you visit the Max Meadows area, stay with us at the Super 8 Fort Chiswell.
Imagine a place where small moments can lead to a life-changing impact. Where each interaction builds trust and sight. Where expertise leads to clarity. Where a small act of kindness can make all the difference. Vistar Eye Center. Learn how you can make an impact at vistareye.com/careers.
Hey Bobcat fans, it's Johnny with Odell's Landscape and Lawn Care. For all your fall cleanup and winter landscape and lawn care needs, give us a call at 540-392-5052 or odellslawn.care.com. Take it away, girls.
Let's go Bobcats!
This is Roar County.
Roar!
Hitachi.
Located in Bland, Virginia, we are committed to our employees and take pride that we are the employer of choice in the region. Hitachi Energy is a global leader in the design and manufacturing of clean, oil-free transformers. We adjust and stabilize the voltage of electricity flowing through the nation's power grid. Hitachi Energy is celebrating 50 years of serving Southern Virginia. Go to HitachiEnergy.com.
I am Hitachi.
Hitachi. Inspire the next.
Escape the everyday and find your peace at the Cottages at Pine Run, where families connect, laughter echoes, and every sunrise feels like a fresh start. Right now, stay 3 nights and get the 4th night free when you book direct at cottagesatpinerun.com. The Cottages at Pine Run. Make room for adventure.
If you've been looking for it, you can find it here. Old Fort Antique Mall. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. Iconic visibly off of Interstate 77 and 81 and accessible from both exit 80 and 77, offers thousands of items from over 100 different vendors. Old Fort was once voted as the area's best antique mall and offers a wide assortment of items for everyone, from hockey and other sports memorabilia, classic trading cards, NASCAR collectibles, furniture, glassware, houseware, books, movies, and so much more. There's a world of possibilities inside their doors. Come see why Old Fort Antique Mall is a community staple and Wythe County icon.
In business and servicing Southwest Virginia for over 2 decades, R&R Septic and Plumbing offers septic system cleaning and installation, grease traps, plumbing services, water and sewer services, grading, land clearing, site prep, heavy equipment excavating and demolition, as well as rentals of portable toilets and restroom trailers. R&R is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Bobcats penalty kill this season, powering Blue Ridge with their own drive and commitment to success whenever the team is shorthanded all year long. Stop by their facility located at 3572 Peppers Ferry Road, just across the road from Hitachi Energy Arena, or give them a call at 276-228-3548. Eversole. Well and Pump offers an array of services to fit your needs, including existing well pump services, well pump installation, UV filtration systems, water softener systems, sediment and other filtration systems, water testing, plumbing excavation, new plumbing installation and repair, water heater replacement, system flushing, and much, much more. Eversole brings back its cutting-edge technology for a second year as the official ice filtration system of Hitachi Energy Arena. Alan Eversole and his team can bring this same professional level clarity and quality to the water of your home or business as well. Call or text Alan anytime at 276-620-243 and let him help you.
Bob's back. This time, he's installing a new mailbox. But did he learn anything from last time?
Yeah, I contacted Virginia 811 and put in my dig request. We're good.
Are you sure, Bob?
Yeah!
Didn't wait those 3 working days before digging, did you, Bob? You need to allow that time so your lines can be marked, so you know what's below.
I didn't know.
Remember, always contact Virginia 811 before you dig, then allow the required time for marking. Learn more at va811.com.
Alpha Therapy, maximizing your peak performance.
At Somic America, you're not a number. You're part of the family.
I've been here 16 years. If I didn't enjoy it,
Back here inside Hitachi Energy Arena, Brett Wiseman alongside you. Bobcats trailing the Thunderbirds 3-2 after 40 minutes of play in this one, despite outshooting them 44-19 through 40 minutes of play. If you recall, at the end of that with home services second period, Josh LaBelle was assessed a 2-minute high sticking penalty that he will serve to begin a Rauschenbach Chevrolet GMC third period. As the referees skate back out, led by Ron Johnson and Kenny Monis, along with their linesmen this evening. Bobcats 1 for 2 on the Hitachi Energy power play tonight. Each team has one man advantage marker to their credit. Boris Babic leads the Thunderbirds back out on the ice here for period number 3, and he has been nothing short of absolutely spectacular in this one. Stopping 42 of 44. A lot of the shots he's faced have been pretty darn high danger. So there's LaBelle headed into the box. Speaking with Ron Johnson and Kenny Monis. Seems to be a cordial, casual conversation. I think he pled his case at the end of the second. And this might be one of those games that you talk about where your goaltender can literally steal it for you. Babic's done that so far. So the first 2 minutes of the third, unless the Bobcats score prior to that. Going to be 5-on-4 on the Hitachi Energy power play. Here is Martin. He'll Euro drop it for Mercurio. He'll jet on through. Merck's in, shoots it off the shoulder of Babic. Left it behind the net, but White is able to clear it. There's 20 seconds gone. Picked off by Keeley shorthanded here, and he'll backhand it on. Puck 20 to go. Here's Kozyrev. Kozyrev dances in. Lost it. Knocked down by Hanley. He'll battle with Martin here. Now Kozyrev pins him up, sends him down along the kick plate. Multi-man scrum dug out of there by Kozyrev. Stuckless banks it to the point. Klinecki for Mercurial. Now Martin. Klinecki dusts it off. Kozyrev waits. Rink wide Mercurial. Dances around Ford. Below the goal line. Sent it in front. Kozyrev got it blocked by Hanley, and that stung him. Hanley back to his feet. Klinecki fakes. Kozyrev waits. Martin in the middle. Back to Kozyrev. Kozyrev shoots it. Blockered away by Babic. Stuckless to it. Kozyrev. Klinecki. Now Martin. Back for Mercurio. What a pad stop by Babic. Again, not cleared by Hanley. Mercurio got it. Now Kozyrev set up for Klinecki. Kozyrev. Martin lets it score! Kaboom! The captain ties us at 3. Oh, mercy! What a clap bomb from the captain! He says, I've seen enough of this. I'm just going to wind up and let it go as hard as I possibly can, and you're not going to stop it. That, ladies and gentlemen, was a bomb and ties us at 3, the second power play goal of the night. And the 47th shot on goal. Oh, Daly's pass hit a skate there. White shoots, deflected by Erickson into the netting behind the net out of play. The goal for Martin, his 10th of the season. Slovak now off the face-off win. Erickson on for Daly. Now Andrioli at center. That's knocked away. Daly battling for it. Slovak trying to settle it now into the defensive zone. Up the wall for Andrioli into the middle. Poked away. White was hemmed in offside, so Erickson will drop it back to Slovak as the Thunderbirds touch back up. Erickson sends it on for Gallagher. Now Slovak sends it on. Oh, Babic made the stop, and Reller was sent down there and lost his twig. Not sure if there was contact over there or not. Nonetheless, we're going to play on. You guys ready for the announced crowd tonight? 2,312. A season-high crowd here at Hitachi Energy Arena. Might be the record. We'll have to double-check it. Might beat the wild card play-in game last year or the playoff game against these same Thunderbirds last year. Now here's Jesso holding the line. Down low looking for Gallagher. Demke knocked Jesso down. Here's Gallagher. Drop for Redchenko. He'll pivot on Demke. Walk the line. Leave it for Klinecki. Klinecki around Schnapp. Pivots. Klinecki shoots. Blocked. I believe Harwell had that one go off his boot. Now Romanow sends it on. Knocked away. Romanow trying to get back to it. Redchenko plays it away from him. Keeley forces it down low. Martin and Redchenko playing catch along the half boards. And now back behind the net, it's Klinecki. Forwards will change. 4 minutes gone by in our Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC third period. 3-3 our score. Stretched on to Stuckless, left for Kozirev. He'll fight through contact. Sachet his way around one defender, make it 2. Kozirev, Stuckless, trying to go in the middle for Mercurio. That was broken up. LaBelle on for Bootsita. Now Mania. He'll hit it off the bank. Mania wraps back of the goal, trying to center off a skate. Kozirev snipes it on for Slovak. Here's Slovak powering in. Backhander, score! Off the stick of Babic and in, and the Bobcats have the lead. Oh, baby! How do you do? .431 into the third. The Bobcats with 2 before the 5 minutes gone by for the first media timeout of the third period. Here's Erickson now down the wing. He's hip checked by Hanley. Andrioli, here's Reller. Swept it through the blue paint wide. Daly races to it to keep it alive. Erickson Fanned on that a bit. Now Romano stretches it on. Good read there by Klenecki to break it up. Chops it around one defender. Here's Klenecki into the zone. Klenecki waits. Down low, tripped up. Nothing coming. Fanned on by Hanley. Now Daly picks it off, but Klenecki was hemmed in offside. That'll take us to immediate timeout. 14:52 left in regulation. 2 in the first, 4:31 in the third, and the Bobcats ahead 4-3. We're back after this.
I am Hitachi.
Located in Bland, Virginia, we are committed to our employees and take pride that we are the employer of choice in the region. Hitachi Energy is a global leader in the design and manufacturing of clean, oil-free transformers. We adjust and stabilize the voltage of electricity flowing through the nation's power grid. Hitachi Energy is celebrating 50 years of serving Southern Virginia. Go to HitachiEnergy.com.
I am Hitachi.
Hitachi, inspire the next.
Back here inside a raucous Hitachi Energy Arena before an announced crowd of 2,312. And a 4-3 lead for the Bobcats with 14:52 to go in regulation. Dustin Gesso powers into the middle. Knocked off the puck by 4 white sweaters. LaBelle for White. That pass was blocked by Martin. And now stick down by Cunningham. Gallagher whacks it by him and back into the zone. LaBelle trying to jet ahead with it. That's knocked away at the line. Gesso, Harwell's mitt saved a near odd man break there. Cunningham gets it in. Chases after it. Ross goes D-to-D. Rodchenko on the rim. Dangles around Schnapp and around Cunningham and around Keeley and backhands it in. Bobcats will make a change on the fly. Here's Romano. On for Schnapp. Oh, big hit on him by Levac. Here's Phillip. He'll shoot. Missed high. Stuckless one times it towards the net. That's deflected. Kozirev now snaps it low. Blocked by Harwell and now hoisted up and out of play. That should be delay of game on Demke. And it will be. Ron Johnson makes the signal. Yeah, he's pointing at Demke's walking away, but excuse me, 36. Hello. There you go. Sir, that's a delay of game penalty. So back to the Hitachi Energy power play. Two for 3 on it so far tonight, cleared out by the Thunderbirds. Schrum now behind his own net for Levac. And he'll move it on for Gallagher. Pass Keeley. Gallagher powers down low with it. Trying to leave it there for Levac, tied up along the wall. Reller's got it loose now. Battling with Keeley. Reller, drag, shoots. Oh, just wide. Babick never saw it. It was behind him. He was looking around for it. Down low it goes. Gesso knocked down by Hanley. Somebody's broken a twig, and it's cleared out. Schrum now. The Bobcats changing the man advantage unit. Klenecki away from Schnapp. Klenecki holds. Kozirev. Mercurio. He'll try and gain entry now on to Stuckless. Stuckless Rink wide, Kozyrev walks in. Down low, tapped wide by Martin. Kozyrev wraps back of the goal. Sends it to the point. Here's Klinecki. Slap pass, Kozyrev. Martin. Klinecki. Mercurio. Wrister. Gloved by Babbitt. Gets loose in the slot. Hoisted high by Martin. 35 seconds. Kozyrev. Back to Mercurio. Dangles around Schnapp. Schnapp will send him down, and that's cleared out. 25 seconds. Here is Klinecki. Klinecki. He'll do it himself up the wing. Pinned up by Hanley. Down Hanley goes. Down goes Klinecki as well. Andrioli with it. 5 seconds. Daly for Redchenko. Back for Daly. Lets it go. Pat of the way. Demke free. Andrioli's got it back. Drag, shoots. Waffle board of the way. Andrioli right back to his own rebound here. Protects it away from Keeley. Now Ford trying to get it out. Is that out of the... Yes. And a penalty upcoming. It's going to go on the Thunderbirds for slashing. Gus Ford to the box for a hack and whack at 8:32. So right back to the man advantage and the Hitachi Energy power play with 11:28 to go here in the Box Chevrolet GMC third period. Bobcats now at a 50% clip on the night, 2 for 4 on the 5-on-4. Klinecki, same units out there. Stuckless, Mercurio. Klinecki right point, dusts it off to his left, Kozyrev. Watched by Schnapp, now Martin. He'll delay, fake the shot, fake it again. Waits some more, draws a man in, now rink wide, Mercurio. Now Kozyrev, now Stuckless. Powers in, gloved by Babbitt. Good setup though. $11:03 to go in the Box Chevrolet GMC third period. Minute 35 left on the Ford slashing penalty. Reller takes and wins the draw. Tied up by Keeley. He can't clear. Soccered in on the hold by Gesso. Gallagher back to Gesso. Hlavak. Reller outside the dot. Back to Hlavak. Rink wide Gesso. Back in front looking for Reller. Tapped away. Reller comes to it indirectly. Reller. Back for Gesso. Down low, Gallagher had it knocked away. LaBelle beaten to it. Daly works it free for Gallagher. Gallagher banked high. Gesso had it hop off his twig, and everybody's got to reset. Here's Gesso now for Reller. Reller, watched by Keeley. He'll peel back and try and leave it for Hlavak. Turned over. Hlavak has it picked off at center by Keeley. That was nearly disaster. 35 seconds. Here's Gesso. Head fake on Schnapp. Here's Gesso into the zone around Demke offside. With 9:57 left, we head to immediate timeout. Still a half minute to go on the Hitachi Energy power play when we come back in a 4-3 game. Back here inside Hitachi Energy Arena, Bro Heisman alongside you. Chelsea Marchant, our camera operator tonight. And Allison Eads, our technical director. (4-3) our score. Half minute to go on this latest Hitachi Energy power play. Rodchenko, that's moved ahead. And if a Thunderbird would have touched it, it would have been a hand pass. Here is Klenecki. He'll drop it for Mercurio. 10 seconds to work with. Koziric into the zone. Moves it low on Harwell. Back of the cage. Mercurio, one touch. Klenecki blocked. Stuckless in front, creating some havoc on Babic. Rodchenko lets it go wide, and Babic will handle it off the backboards. (9:21) to go. Martin off the draw. Taken now by Romano. He's tied up by Martin. Former teammates going at it. And now Hanley. He'll bank it up the wing. Glove down by Hlavak and backhanded further. That was blocked. Now Gallagher with it in the neutral zone. He'll pivot away. Here's Gallagher in. Drag, shoots, blocked. Romano got a piece of that. What a play there by Gesso to intercept. Here's Gesso. Lost the handle on it. He'll send it deep. Romano behind the net. Sends it on between the legs of White. Sent back ahead by Hlavak. Hit Martin on the arm on the way by, so no icing. Hanley behind his own cage. Chased after by Reller. Hanley gains center and dumps it in. Waffle board to the side by Schrum on the dump. Klenecki around for Erickson. He'll spank it up the wall and out. Picked off at center by Andrioli. He's got to wait as men were hemmed in offside. Here is Mania. Behind his own net, centers it. Nobody home. Thunderbirds have been held without a shot on goal for the first 12 minutes of this third period. Mania. Let's hope I didn't jinx him right there. Here's Klenecki. He's held after by Butita, now on for Andrioli. They'll bank it ahead looking for Daly. Instead, it went to LaBelle. LaBelle flicks it ahead for Ford. Ford waits and now drops it back. He'll take it himself, now on for LaBelle. Bobcats are in the midst of a change. Dumped into the cross side by LaBelle, and Schrum will glove it off the carom. 7:25 to go in the Sachet-Bach Chevrolet GMC third period. And again, the Thunderbirds still do not have a shot on goal in this third period. Rodchenko behind his own cage, on for Stuckless. Pivoted it ahead, Demke held it. Ross pivots it around the wall and now tapped to center. Harwell. Craig back for Harwell. Now ahead on the wing for Schnapp. Off the skate of Keelian in the zone. Ross up the wall for Rodchenko. He's tripped up. Nothing coming. And again, Rodchenko hits the deck. And now we will get a penalty. There's the trip. It wasn't the first trip, but it was the second one. Thunderbirds do have a shot on goal now in the third period. On a sneaky little sequence there, but Keeley's guilty of tripping. And another Hitachi Energy power play coming up. 6:53 to go in the Sasha Box Chevrolet GMC third period. Boy, you'd really like one more. Daly nearly had it. One timed it off the pad of Babick. Sent up the wall. Hlavac holds. Help from Daly. Hlavac shoots. Deflected by Gallagher and squeezed by Babick. 6:37 to go. Bobcats win the draw. Jesso. Now Reller along the wing. Rink wide. Hlavac soccers it to the forehand. Back down low to Reller. Reller rink wide. Gallagher fanned on it. Jesso at the point. Dusts it off. Back to Gallagher. Back to Jesso. Waits. Reller near side. Shot it off the bar from a sharp angle. It's the second time tonight he's gotten the room to do that. Hlavac holds. Hlavac waits. Jesso a one-timer blocked by Schnapp. And now Ford, he can't clear it. Jesso holds. Reller tried to lift it up for a Michigan attempt. Reller again. Daly, wide, rebound. Where is it? Digging away. Babick's got it. Whoa. Ford's inability to clear right there. And he had more than enough room and time to do it. Made his PK have to work a lot harder in the zone. And fortunately for them, Babick's able to get him a whistle. Martin to take the draw. He won it, but won it too cleanly. Back for Kozirev, who's hacked at by Demke. Martin, Klinecki, 45 seconds. Stuckless. Across, having to muscle his way into the zone, but lost it to Demke. He couldn't get it out, though. Stuckless holds, off a skate, and now snacked out. Schrum will settle. Half minute to go on this Hitachi Energy power play. Klinecki. Watched by Butita, on for Martin. That's off the stick of Harwell and into the seats. Out of play, just to our right. And a young man in a maroon hoodie from Regina, Saskatchewan. Able to pick that one up. There was a kid right there. He should have given it to him. Oh, well. Perhaps he's a Cubs fan and doesn't know what to do with a foul ball. Oops. Sorry, was that out loud? Here's Kozirev. What a move. Kozirev. Oh, Babick. Got a piece of it with the mitt. Now that was a human shell controller moment right there. No icing. That's shot number 61 of the game, by the way. Ross powers his way down. Comes on goal, and Babick is just going to hang on to it and get us to immediate timeout. 4:44 to go. 4-3 Bobcats. The finish after this.
Alpha Therapy, maximizing your peak performance.
The Bill Cole Auto Mall is your go-to destination for incredible deals on new and certified pre-owned vehicles.
With every purchase, you get the Bill Cole Advantage absolutely free, which includes a lifetime powertrain warranty, plus get our free premium ceramic coating process with 3-year paint and interior protection.
The no-cost Cole Connect app offers a $10,000 theft recovery guarantee, vehicle health reports, recall notifications, and service reminders. Visit us today to unlock the Bill Cole Advantage or go to BillColeAutomall.com.
Back here inside Hitachi Energy Arena. 4:44 left in our Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC third period. 4-3. Bobcats in front. Reller takes the draw. It's tied up. And now LaBelle with it behind his own cage. Send it on for Butita. He was stepped up on by Rodchenko. Reller deflects the pass. Reller's got it. He swept it into the middle. Nobody was home. LaBelle banks it on. At center, Rodchenko steps up on Keeley and dumped back in by Andrioli. Here's Craig. He'll leave it for LaBelle. He'll snipe it around. A read by Rodchenko, who walks in. Rodchenko shoots. Waffle boarded away by Babick and into the netting out of play. 4:13 left in regulation. That was shot on goal number 62 of the game, by the way. We'll have to double check, but I'm 99% sure it's a franchise record as Martin deflects that pass, and it goes into the netting out of, or over, into the seats out of play. And a young fan from Rural Retreat hops over the barricade to grab it. Tie up. Gallagher drop back Erickson. Shot was partially blocked down the rim for Gesso. What a move there. Trying to center it. That was blocked. Martin cross-checked from behind by White. Fights through that. Still with it is Martin. He'll pivot. Held up by Romano. Now Hanley and Gesso are battling. Finally, White moves ahead. Now Kramer. He'll snipe it in and around. Cunningham. Hit by Hlavac. Now Gallagher's in the fray as well. White dug it out of there. That was deflected. Gallagher couldn't get to it. Romano does. Shot was blocked by Gallagher. Goes behind the net. White centers. Kramer missed everything. Now sends it on from a sharp angle. Patted away and into the netting out of play. 3:20 to go. About the most offensive zone time Twin Cities been able to get in this third period. Tie up off the draw. Mercurio pitchforked it ahead. Stuckless maneuvers up the wing. Stuckless powers down around Craig. Sent it to the net. Kozirev got a piece of it, but Babick said no. Keeley now, 3 minutes to go. Sends it towards the net, sticked away by Schrum. Mercurio behind the net. Klinecki rims it ahead. Will it go far enough for icing? The answer is no. LaBelle tried to stop up to get the call. Linesman disagreed. Here's Craig. Now Ford gets a pick at the line. Gains entry. Dangles. Ford wide. Rink wide now. That shot's squeezed by Schrum in between the pillows, and we get a whistle. .233 left. Tie up off the draw, the defensive zone. Hlavac with it now, and he'll just hoist it out of danger. Will not go far enough for icing. Picked up by Harwell. 2:20 to go. Harwell, pass was blocked by Martin. This is Cunningham. Cunningham poked away by Hlavac. He'll bank it ahead and out. Will it go for icing? Yes, but Babbitt's been pulled here for the extra attacker. 2:10 left. Steve Harrison does not appear to be interested in using his timeout yet. Thunderbirds net is empty. Gesso tried to move ahead. Ford shot blocked. Lavac hoisted ahead, not out. Held in by Craig. Now Kramer waiting. Dangles, lost it behind the net. Ford. White. Waits. LaBelle shoots, blocked. Cunningham has it blocked. LaBelle with it. White into the middle. Broken up. Kramer one-timer blocked by Gallagher. Gesso for the empty net. Wide, but it went off of Craig, so no icing. 90 seconds left. Ford dumps it in. Redchenko backhands it out of danger. Will this go for icing? Yes. 1:22 to go. We'll see if Steve Harrison uses it now. He's got the dry erase board out. And there it is. Signals to Kenny Monis. Steve Harrison's going to take his timeout. With 82 seconds left in regulation. If this result holds, from a Thunderbirds perspective, you can't pin this on Boris Babic. He's made 58 saves on 62 shots. He's done every single thing he can. And as a goaltender, that's about the most helpless feeling when you get pulled for the extra attacker after having a night like that. And all you can do is watch. But you got to tip your cap to Babic for the effort he's put in tonight. Schrum's had to be strong when faced. And the 3 Thunderbirds goals so far, as we said, can't pin those on Schrummer either. An odd man rush, a turnover in front of him, and then just nearly indefensible passing on a Twin City power play. Thunderbirds net is empty. 6 on 5. 82 seconds left. Mercurio takes the draw, tied up off it. Kramer poked away by Lavac. They'll battle for it behind the net. Pinballing around, goes through the blue paint wide. White shoots, gloved by Schrum, rebound loose, and it's covered. 70 seconds remaining. This crowd of 2,312 holding their collective breath. Mercurio couldn't win the draw. White shoots, that's blocked. Rebound loose. Keeley couldn't get to it. Kozirev can't clear. Here's White. Now LaBelle. Now Ford. Lost the handle on it. Rink wide. Shot blocked by a diving Stuckless. Redchenko couldn't get it out. It's towards the side of the cage, and Schrum smothers it with the blocker. 47.3 to go. Martin now to take the draw. Tied up off it. White shoots. That's blocked. Andrioli got in front of it. Martin broke his twig. LaBelle. White. Rink wide Ford. Too hard. Knocked away. Andrioli trying to clear. Can't. Now does. Will it go for icing? Yes. And the clock is not stopped. $25, 26 seconds, I think, maybe. I believe they said they're going to add 4 here. Kenny Monis and Ron Johnson. So they had 5 seconds. So I thought close to it. 24 even. Off the draw. Pinball's ahead. Kramer couldn't get to it. 16 seconds. Butita behind the net. In the corner. Sent wide. Redchenko dusts it off. Can't get it out. Redchenko's got it again. Baked on to Daly. He clears. 3, 2, 1. 4 in a row. Bobcats win it. And this crowd of 2,312 loves it. What a performance all the way around. We'll keep it here for our Chantel 3 stars and the victory lap for the Bobcats. A hard-fought victory. Outshooting the Thunderbirds 62-28. And the captain, Danny Martin, who tied it early in the third, leads the victory lap. Fans all the way over the glass, all the way around the rink. High five to the birthday boy, Dr. Josh Stevens. Martin will complete the lap. What a crowd, what a game. Said coming in how evenly matched these teams were. And it was even all the way throughout, back and forth. Now our Chantel 3 stars of the game, brought to you all season long by our friends at Chantel. Chantel, always connected to you. Shots 62-28 in a 4-3 Bobcat win. That saw them score the only 2 of the final frame. We await the Chantel 3 stars. 2 assists for Mike Mercurio. He's tonight's 3rd star. Hoists it ahead into section 102. Star number 2. 2-point night for Nikita Kozirev. And he'll toss the t-shirt into 111. Tonight's 1st star. 3 assists for Daniel Klinecki. He's our 1st star tonight. Those are our Chantel 3 stars of the game. Again, presented all season long by Chantel. Chantel always connected to you. The goals in that third period. Martin, the power play goal, and the slap shot that beat Babick up high. And then the game winner. Scored at the 15:28 marker. 4:32 into the third. On a backhander by Philip Levac that went off the stick of Babick and into the back of the net. That is the game winner. The goal for Levac, his 7th of the campaign. Martin's 10th on that power play marker. In our 3 stars tonight, Mercurio picks up 2 assists, his 20th and 21st of the season. A goal and an assist for Kozirev, 7 goals and 20 assists now for him on the season. And 3 apples for Klinecki, which brings him to 11 on the campaign. 6 goals, 11 assists for him on the season so far. Anthony Schrum stopping 25 of 28. And again, as we said towards the end of regulation there, from a Thunderbirds perspective, you can't pin this one on your goaltender. Boris Babick didn't just stand on his head, his neck, his back, his feet, his legs, his arms. He used every single part of his body to stop the 58 of the 62 he did stop. But he's going to want that 60-second shot back that beat him. The backhander off the stick of Levac and into the back of the net. But other than that, I mean, made a ton of high-danger, superhuman, spectacular saves. But for the second straight game against Twin City and the 4th consecutive overall, the Bobcats find a way and prevail, this time by the final score of 4-3. Want to thank our technical team tonight at the Blue Ridge Hockey Network and thank all of you for sticking with us and battling through the network connectivity issues. Logan and Haley Allen, Kelsey Marchant, James Trent, Sam Baber, Lindsay, Allison Eads, Chris Robertson, our official scorer, Mike Atwell, our public address announcer. For all of them and all of you, we'll see you back here, same bat time, same bat channel tomorrow night.